What's up, everybody? John Henry, both sides of the conversation. We are here in San Francisco. We at the Recovery Day event with community down here in the Tenderloin. Eddie and Ellis at Bodega Park, man, to celebrate recovery. You know, in our city, we've been impacted with substance abuse and different things of that nature. So it's always a blessing to be out in community to support those who are in recovery, support those that's on their journey of making life better. So we just out here. We're gonna be checking some of the footage, talking to some of the people out here, getting some of the people to join our show, and just celebrating life with them. So we're gonna go ahead and turn over. About to get started shortly, but we'll be moving around, talking to some of the people. We got Steve Adami out here, Chief Fletcher, a lot of the community organizations, NCLF. I just see my brother Derek Oliver. I see John Freer out here. A lot of organizations are out here. Oh, Tenderloin. So we just hear both sides of the conversation in the building. We just out here supporting the community and what's going on for today's event. So we'll be taking some of this footage today. It's what's up, everybody? We out here live in Recovery Day. Running to my guy Elder Rose, Cold Tenderloin. Man, come on out the people and tell them what's going on,
We out
man.
here recovery day in the Tenderloin. The community needs to recover. Everybody needs to recover. I need to recover, and we need to share some love to the community. So, yeah, check out both sides of the conversation. And I got an organization called Fathers to Founders, Wellness Meets Financial Education. So Tenderloin.
Man, off top, man, it's beautiful to be out here with Elgin. You know, he got his Night Father program, Cold Tenderloin, doing magnificent work in the community. So happy to see him out there, man. You know, this is what's up, man. My guy, look at this. We out here on top. We just gonna keep moving around, man. There's a lot of people I gotta get to, trying to get set up and moving around, you know. But it's good to see people thinking positive, thinking about, uh, you know, recovery, trying to do the right positive things. Uh, you know, we just out here, man, trying to support the people, man. Both sides of the conversation. We'll grab some more of the powerful people around here as they start moving around, trying to get people set up. So there's just a little bit of movement out here. What's up? We just ran into the legend out here, Dale Seymour, Cold Tenderloin. Come tell the people what the recovery day means to Cold Tenderloin and to what y'all doing to impact the people.
Well, we're just putting people's lives together. We're not giving out jobs. We're giving out careers.
Right.
We're giving out the way that you can improve your whole family, not just yourself. And we've been doing it with the help of so many people. It puts in tears to learn the recovery stories of people that have come through this far.
Right.
So we just keep on what we're doing. Thank
Right.
you.
Yeah, off top, man. Dale Seymour, one of the legends out here, blessing the people, blessing the community. Cold Tenderloin, doing a lot of work for the community, man. So we just out here with the people. It's live, man. This Larry, man, one of our mega black members, graduated. Show him your certificate, man. Larry doing his thing, man. Going to talk to the people, man. How you feel about this recovery day, man?
and show him that I'm one of the community leaders out here. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? The director sent me an email.
Director Davis?
Yeah, no, the director from the college.
Okay, okay.
He sent me an email about the event. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So one of the things he said that he recognizes members of the community,
Right.
and to me that's a
That's
distinction.
you. That's
So that's
you.
me
That's
right
you,
there.
baby. That's right.
I got documentation of it.
Come on, man.
You
You're
know,
doing the
and
work.
I'm still doing it. You know what I'm saying? So like tomorrow, talking about how discrimination, racial discrimination that took place. I don't think that's a good thing, but I'm not gonna give up.
Right,
Because
man.
we practice what we got called resilience.
Right. Resilient.
Yeah, we resilient
Right.
regardless of what the challenges in front of us. You know what I'm saying? That's part of life, racism and discrimination. I dust myself off, kept doing what I'm about,
Keep pushing,
and
man.
keep doing what I'm doing.
Congratulations,
You know
man.
what
We're
I'm
glad
saying?
you're out here in the
But
community,
that's
blessing the people, man. Our guy Larry, one of the men of Black family, we just out here, man, blessing the community, man. Off top. Ah! Hold on, let me do one.
How's everybody today? I said, how's everybody doing today? All right, let's give it up for Recovery Day, y'all. Recovery Day, Bonnecker Park, y'all. Here we are at the 15 years right back here in Bonnecker Park, celebrating recovery. So put your hands together if you're grateful to be clean, if you're in recovery, if you're here doing a provider doing service in the city and county of San Francisco. Put your hands together for yourselves and for everybody that's here today. All right, all right, all right. You know, and we was waiting on the few people, we can't wait no more. You know, it's three things. My name is Richard Beal. I'm the Director of Transitional Housing for TAC, Timberland Housing Clinic. My program funded by the Adult Probation Department. We're working with the Adult Probation Department for the last 5 years. Very, very grateful. And I was saying about, they were saying, hold on, it was three things that I hated in my addiction. And three things, hey y'all, let's all focus up, everybody. I know y'all excited and everything, but I want to say is three things that I hate about it in my addiction, is three things I hated now. When people say, hold on, wait a minute, and I'll be right back. All right, y'all. So we get ready to start Recovery Day. We get ready to call up the speakers, and our first speaker is this person. We wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for her. She has helped open up many reentry programs since she's been the chief of the Adult Probation Department. And I just want to, at this time, present the son and introduce others. Put your hands together, y'all, for Chief Karen Fletcher of the Adult Probation Department. Come on, Chief Fletcher. Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, Richard. What a wonderful day, huh? Perfect weather, great company, great food being cooked over there. You know, this is an opportunity today to really think about what we've done in the city. While we have so much work to continue to do to serve people who need it the most, we have accomplished so much. And it's all because of the partners here in this park today. All of these people came together with adult probation support to provide so many reentry services to people who are struggling with addiction and are in the midst of recovery. So today is about hope and about celebration. It is about being with the people that have supported us through the years and reflecting on what our lives would have been had we not engaged in this way. You are all amazing. Each of you has your own stories that you have often shared publicly and with us. And for that, we are very, very fortunate because we learn from each and every one of you about what the community needs. And it is incumbent upon this city and city officials to make sure that we listen to the community. We listen to the people who need the services to make sure we are providing the appropriate level of services that is required to get us where we want to be. So I congratulate you, Richard and the JID and all of the partners who have come together today to put on this great event. I am so happy to be here and feel very blessed to be in the midst of all of you because you are amazing and I want you to keep it up. Keep up the recovery, keep telling your stories, and keep pulling people forward with you because that's where we are going to see success in our community. So congratulations to each of you. Welcome and enjoy the afternoon.
All right, thank you, Chief Fletcher. And the next person that is going to speak for us is, come on, Jaffria Morris. Come on, Jaffria. And I wanted to introduce her as the next elected official to the city and county of San Francisco. So we know she got the stamina, she got the will, and she got the skills. That's for sure.
Richard, you are all too kind. No. Hello, everyone. I'm here representing Supervisor Asha Safai, District 11 office. We represent the Excelsior and OMI Lakeview area. So I know you're like, how are we? Hey. So I know you're like, how are we here? Because recovery, in the supervisor mind, recovery touches every point in San Francisco. And we have been working really hard for almost a year now to push peer-led therapeutic communities for people in recovery. Nothing is wrong with harm reduction, but we understand in communities of color, especially the African American community, that we have to be fully clean and sober in order to change our lives. So Supervisor Safai has definitely invested hard in this. And he would love to be here today to speak to you all about the work we're doing next month in a partnership with Positive Direction Equals Change. We will be opening up a peer-led therapeutic community in this community. And that was from the hard work of Mayor Breed, Supervisor Safai, and Supervisor Stephanie. So it is truly an honor to be here to speak to you on the supervisor's behalf. But on a personal note, what led me to this work is that I am a child of a recovering addict. And so sometimes we think that those that use drugs, you're only impacting yourself. You impact your whole family and community. And so for the last 20 years of my life, I've been working hard in the community, trying to get people clean and sober. Someone took the time and energy to work on my father, and I'm gonna call him out. I'm gonna let him stand up, because he came to see me. So Dad, can you stand up? And I want to say that it was a long journey. It was a long journey, but it's so many people that got clean and sober and didn't leave the community and stayed back to get there, to get my dad clean. So whatever resources and support that I can do working at Supervisor Safai, Office Supervisor Safai, to continue to put money in recovery and community, that's what I do, because this is my life work. So thank you all.
All right, thank you, Jeffrey. Yeah, like I said, she's going to be the next elected official, City and County of San Francisco. And now, y'all, I'm going to turn it over to my good friend, Mr. McGuire. He's the general manager. He is the general manager of Bay Area Entertainment Association. He is the MC extraordinaire, and he's known all over the country for working with some of the biggest artists in the U.S. I'm talking, he worked with Ron Isley, he's worked with George Clinton, he's worked with Confunction, he's worked with numerous groups. He works with the Satellites and the Stylists, all of them. He is the general manager of Bay Area Entertainment Association. And he's going to call up Minnie Motion. Come on, Minnie Motion. Everybody, come up. Ronell. This is this group right here, Minnie Motion, and we recognize them because they started, we started Recovery Day like 30 years ago. 30 years ago, Minnie Motion started at Glide, and then we met and became a support group. And we've been going on for over 30 years. And we used to do Recovery Day every year at Bodeca Park for like 15 years. Give it up for Minnie Motion, y'all. Give it up for Minnie Motion. And so at this time, we'll be turning over to MacArthur, who's going to,
First of all, I'd like to say, Happy Recovery Day, everybody. Raise your hands and make some noise. Recovery is good. It's everlasting. And if you stick with it, it brings you joy. First of all, I'd just like to say something about myself just for a minute because I feel proud of my recovery. I got 32 years. I'm a Delancey Street graduate. I'm one of the founders of Positive Direction under the leadership of Craig Johnson. And I've been in recovery and love every minute of it. Every minute of it. And from Delancey Street, and my mentor was Craig Johnson. They taught me something that I've taken all over the United States. They taught me how to do transportation, and with that, I've taken transportation to a whole nother level, and I've worked with entertainer after entertainer, concert after concert, and through Delancey Street in Positive Direction, my life is great. My life is great. So I'm telling you, recovery is where it's at. Recovery is where it's at. At this time, I'd just like to say, I'd like to congratulate these brothers standing here on the stage because these brothers have put in a lot of work themselves. They have done a lot of recovery. They have brought a lot of people to being clean and sober. And these brothers deserve everything that they did today and more. I want you to put your hands together for Men in Motion. Come on, do it loud. Make them know you love them. I'd like to just at this time take just 1 minute to give them this token of appreciation. Just to say that we love you and we love the things that you do. In appreciation of decades of work in the recovery community, we present 2 Men in Motion, New Community Leadership Foundation, and this is from the Bay Area Entertainment Association with the president, Richard Beal, Dollar Bill. All right, Men in Motion, we love you. We love you. Yes. Come on, one more time. Make some noise for Men in Motion.
Giving all of the proceeds we have that we get from any event, we've always given it back to the community. That's why on the back of this shirt it says giving back, right? Giving back what was freely given to us. Nobody charged us for recovery. You know, we don't care how you got here as long as you're here, right? And take the suggestions, right? When I got clean, I didn't know what to do. All I knew how to do. So, you know, I had to find out the language, the dialogue. I had to find out what it took, right? I had to put down what I knew and pick up something else, right? If my hands was full with my philosophy, I didn't have no room for nothing else. All of that stuff, you know, I'm a little old school. I'm kind of a dinosaur. I really kind of promote abstinence. You know, they say if you don't want to, you know, if you don't want to have no accidents, abstinence is the word, right? If I don't mess with nothing, it won't be nothing. If I don't put nothing, it won't be nothing. So I live. That's how I talk. So I live by recovery. It's a way of life. It's not a fad. It's not a diet. It's not temporary. None of that. It's forever, right? And so as long as I take my medicine, which is recovery, strength, and hope, and giving back to other folks is what I do for other people that sustains me, that's what it's about, you know? And I love these brothers, and we've been through a lot. We've been through a lot of nights, a lot of days, you know, taking feedback that you don't want to hear, right? That like you got to take the feedback. You know what I'm saying? You put it out there, take the feedback. It don't always feel good. You know, some of that medicine you take don't, you know, when you got a cold or something, but you got to take it. Take it. You grow from it. If you're not growing, you're dying. Right? So make sure that you do what you're supposed to do. Take the suggestions of your counsel. Take the suggestions of your peers, your facilitators. You know, everybody in the groups save lives. Group saves lives. You know, and so even when you ain't talking to group, make sure you're getting something out of group. I'm just here to just, you know, speak the word. So I thank you for allowing us to be here. We're grateful for every time we show up. Man, we've been around a long time, man. And we always want to make sure we mention the name Jesse Prim, because without Jesse Prim, I don't really know where a lot of us would be. every Wednesday night for probably, I don't know, 20 plus years, he opened the door so we can have group. So I just want to thank the community, thank the committees and stuff that put this on. Richard B with the Mid Motion, and just the whole community, man. We need love down here, man. The Tenderloin, man. We need love down here, man. We really do. It's a lot, we're losing a lot of people down here, man. So we just want to be grateful, man. Thank you, guys.
All right. Thank you, Ronnie. I just had to say something about Mid Motion. My name is Richard Beal, proud member of Mid Motion. And I got connected to Mid Motion through Jesse Graham, who pretty much started Mid Motion, just like Ronnie said. He told me, sit down, shut up. You need to learn to listen and not learn. Take the cat out of your ears, put it in your mouth, feel, deal, and heal. Face it, trace it, and erase it. Hope. He talked about some hope. He said, man, you can recover. He said, any addict can stop using drugs, lose the desire to use, and find a new way to live. Stop using drugs, lose the desire to use. I didn't think that was possible. And find a new way to live. By God's grace, on July 18th, I celebrated 26 years of continuous recovery. With no breaks, no stops, no accidents. I'm going to tell you something, say something. If you're here today and you're at it, you think something on the outside, you think you can take something, eat something, steal something, gamble something, eat something, smoke something, drink something, shoot something, and you think anything on this outside of yourself is going to fix what's going on the inside of yourself, that thought is the problem. That thought is the problem. And so I understand that the disease is sitting in my thinking right here. That's why I need people like Mid Motion to help me in my recovery. And so I'm just grateful for Mid Motion. I just had to say that. And we got 10 minutes, so I'm going to take it over another one of my Mid Motion brothers that's going to say a few words. And then we get ready to go into the program. Hello, everyone. Brian, recovering addict. First and foremost, thank God for being clean today. Thank you. See you. All you guys for putting on this event, reaching out to the community here. You know the problems we face here. I consider myself a product of this environment. There's a sleep on the bench right here. I don't know, some of y'all, I go way back. There used to be a path right here in the middle, right over there through there. You can sleep right here on the bench. That's where I slept when I didn't go to Osnan. I don't know if some of y'all don't know about Osnan. Anybody ever been down there? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Okay? Yeah, and then we go up the Clyde and get something to eat, and go back on this corner and hustle. But not today, by the grace of God. The program of recovery, Mid Motion. The people that reached out to me. I didn't learn it in jail. I learned it when I came home, and when I saw other addicts living a new way of life. That's why I learned it. So that's where the solution is. Okay? It ain't incarceration, although if you do wrong, you got to get locked up. But when you come home, and if you're tired of living that lifestyle, I'm talking about for those who are tired of it, tired of running from the police, tired of giving all your money to the drug man, tired of being the hurt and the pain that comes along with this lifestyle, get all the groups like Mid Motion. Get involved in Narcotics Anonymous. Ask somebody for some help. Most plenty ask God for help. All right, I'm out. I'm gonna leave it at that. God bless Mid Motion and all y'all too. All right. Give it up for Mid Motion. We're going to come back and hear some more speakers from Mid Motion because we've been in a long line, but man, this is my crew. They saved my life, and I just love every one of these brothers to death. We're still strong. Y'all going to be hearing some more from Mid Motion too, y'all. We're going to still be doing events, and hopefully we're going to be back in this park again next year for another recovery day, y'all. Give it up for Mid Motion, y'all. All right, y'all. So I got to introduce this next person that's getting ready to come up here. And this guy right here, he is the hardest working man that I know. Sometimes he might call me up at 10:30 at night talking about, man, hey, you sleep? I said, no, I ain't sleep, man. You know what I'm saying? I knew you was going to call me on day. But this guy right here, He has opened up numerous programs since he's taken the position that he's in today, and I just got a lot of love and respect for him, y'all. I want to introduce the son and present to others. He's the director of the reentry for the adult probation department. And y'all put your hands together for Steve Adami, y'all. Put your hands together for Steve Adami, the hardest working man that I know. See y'all clap. He didn't know I was going to do this, y'all. But we got something for him. I want to present an appreciation of your hard work in the recovery community. We want to present to Steve Adami. It's presented by the Bay Area Entertainment Association and New Community Leadership Foundation. We got this platform, y'all. I know he got a lot of them, but this one is special. This is from the community. And so I just want to present this to my good friend, Steve Adami. Thank you, man. Love you, bro.
Thank you, Richard. You know, Richard talked about hard work, but the real hard work comes from and I am fortunate enough to work for a department that values the community. In December of 2010, I was sitting in a prison cell with nothing. And I got paroled to San Francisco on my dad's birthday. 10 years later, I became the director of the reentry division of the adult probation authority. In December of 2018, my then colleague Jeffrey Morris came into my office, as I often would complain about the state of affairs in San Francisco. And from that day, we launched a recovery summit and a working group. The work of that group has led to what's going to launch next week with the support of Chief Fletcher, Supervisor Safai, Supervisor Stephanie, and Mayor Breed. That San Francisco is going to get back to basics, and we're launching the Positive Directions TRP Academy, an abstinence-based, peer-led program for people who are struggling to make it through the day. Anybody here for Positive Directions? Alan, Harvin. I saw the Positive Directions crew here somewhere. Can you please? If you're from Positive Directions, please join me up here. Alan, come on up here. Jabari. On Monday. All right, I said to myself I wasn't going to talk shit, but everybody who knows me knows me. So, like other city departments that take years to launch programs, in 6 weeks, tomorrow will be 6 weeks, in 6 weeks, we signed a master lease, wrote a scope of work, developed a database, wrote a program, developed the model, remodeled the building, created group rooms, community rooms, a commercial kitchen, and private bathrooms in all the units. In 6 weeks, on Monday, the first 25 students are moving in. And I want to bring these guys up here who are part of the program, and I want you to hear from the community. And I do want to give credit to the two most important people here. Supervisor Safai and Supervisor Stephanie are important, but it's Chief Fletcher and Jafria Morris who are the genesis of this whole model. Without them, this dream would not have come true. So I'm going to turn it over to Jabari Jackson, let him talk about the program and his own life, and then we're going to hear from Alan Harvin and others. So, Jabari.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Jabari. I'm a proud member of Positive Directions Equal Change. Let's see if I put us on the spot. You know, it feels good to be amongst you guys fighting for safety that we're fighting for. I'm no different than you guys.
I want a picture with you guys. I want to get a picture with you guys. Of you guys. But I can't move right here.
You guys paved the way for me to be where I'm at today, standing up in the country and having you along the way. Along with Supervisor Steph, Steve Adami, Positive Direction, Probation Department, we all have it.
Can you do me a favor? Can
Can you tell those guys from Men in Motion to come over here, please?
3 years ago, I was released with nothing but the clothes on my back, fighting a high-profile case. And I know which way I was going to go. You guys were all going to show me the way. 3 years ago, I would never realize that.
I want to take a picture, you guys.
Opening doors for a brand new establishment, of open doors open for the next way you guys held the doors open for me. Within the past 3 years, with you guys' guidance and help, I have achieved many awards. I've graduated from college. I'm now
Right there is good.
I'm now helping the next person get to where I'm at. But at the end of the day, that's not because of me, because I've done nothing. I just followed the path that my higher power
1, 2, 3.
Come on. Father God and Jesus Christ.
Thank you.
Has placed you guys in my life to help me be an instrument just like you guys. I'm honored to be here. I'm privileged to be here, and I'm blessed to be here. Years ago, I just walked around here high out my mind. I would never imagine that all of the damage and destruction that I have done to my family, friends, and my community, I'll never imagine that I'll have a chance to be given back to somewhere I've taken so much from. And that's to follow the ideas and the guidance of you guys. Thank you very much. Have a good day.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. How you doing? My name is Rodney Reese. Everybody know me, AKA Shorty, because I ran down in Vertical Park, I think about 25, 26 years ago. And I used to be right here in this very area. But thanks to my higher power, thanks to my brothers and sisters in Positive Direction Need to Change, I've been in Positive Direction for about 13 years. And it wasn't no easy road. You know, I had to learn how to receive support. I had to learn how to be real still. Most of all, I had to learn how to listen. But thank you for my brothers, PD, my sisters in PD, you know, and my nephew, Osborne, Craig Johnson, Stephen Clark.
Hey, what they say, I'm staying humble. Staying humble. Oh, man. Hey. Say me. They say that you.
Good evening. Better known to a lot of people as Punk.
Now, check this out. I got to that bad boy fit me. No, I was doing money. Today I'm 2 bills full of shit.
Okay.
Got about 3 something, but still ain't shit. But why? Just when I told them, I'm still hungry. That's the key to success.
That's right, sir. That's right.
Like God gave it to me. Take it away.
Absolutely, in a heartbeat, baby.
They say it's always one more relapse and one more recovery. Go back out there after being in here so long, you'll die.
Now,
you imagine what that over there is now, and they put the fentanyl on.
Take you out of here.
I know folks that smoke that shit that sit down and smoke that fentanyl. They left up out of here. See, you know what? I'm happy to see all this. See, I used to be at the real camp. I used to take, sit in the chair, learn something, lay down on that bench.
Had my sentence overturned, ended up doing 13 years. Been out like 22 months. Started off with the probation department, which I thank from the bottom of my heart for pointing me in the direction of positive, meet members of Positive Direction to change. I was interviewed for a transition council. Since 2019, I'm still a part of the transition.
I was in shooting 5 years. I was the first lieutenant Marine. Then I was captain in San Francisco Fire. And I had a PhD. Crack up.
That's my story. Like I said, I tell my story. Oh, say that by God's grace. Everybody knows God got the story. I ain't here in these rooms. I was my first convention. The lady had 21 years.
So,
Told me just like this.
I want to thank Richard and
Last
Majestic
night
for
I
having
had
us again.
21 years. Today I'm
But
with
most importantly, you take away nothing
I
from
asked her, what
today.
did you do? You know what she told me?
Please
I had
do
too
not
many
believe
years.
the narrative in
Not
San
enough days.
Francisco. People
Like
can
somebody took an ice cube
get
and ran it up
clean.
my ass.
People can
That's scary.
get jobs. People can live independently. You don't need a clinician, 6 case managers, and medical doctor to do so. You can literally get a support group and start doing the right thing. You do not need a PhD to get clean. I've got about 6 brain cells left, and if I could do it, surely anyone could do it. Thank you for coming today. Have a great afternoon.
All right, y'all. Now this next person, this lady right here, she calls me up all the time. You know, she's talking about diversity, equity, and inclusion. You know, she calls me up and she said, Richard, I want you to be on the panel. Richard, I want you to participate. You know, and I said, okay, Victoria. No problem, Victoria. You know I got nothing but love for you, Victoria. Victoria, don't you know I've been busy, Victoria? This is not in my schedule, Victoria. But because of you, because who you are in your commitment, I can never say no. And so she's in charge of the women's reentry for the adult probation department. I want to present the sign and introduce to others Victoria Westbrook, y'all. Put your hands together for Victoria. She's a hard-working young lady.
Thank you, Richard. Well, it's so exciting to see everybody out here celebrating recovery. I know for myself, like, I wish I could tell you that I decided one day to go get clean after losing another 20 years.
Hold on one second, because I'm recording right here.
It took me getting indicted by the feds to get clean. And honestly, you guys, I would have never gotten clean if I didn't get clean in a pair of handcuffs. Because the only time people in my circle got clean was when they went to prison, and half the time, let's keep it real, not even then, or when they died, right? I didn't believe that it was even possible. But going to treatment was better than staying in Santa Rita, and that was the only reason why I went to treatment. But you guys, getting clean is the reason why my life is the way it is today. I make no misconceptions that if I pick up everything that I've accomplished so far in my life is going to disappear. Right? I got released from federal prison in 2016. Today I work for adult probation, which is crazy, right? Crazy, but I get to help people come and ask me. Recovery changes lives. Right? We just never know what can even be possible. I couldn't even imagine that this would be my life when I first got into treatment. I couldn't even imagine what I could have accomplished. And it's all because I got clean. And it's all because I stay clean and work a consistent program. So thank you so much for coming out, you guys.
All right. Okay, give it up again for Victoria, y'all. Hey, and I can't be up here without acknowledging the one person that holds me together, y'all. Give it up for my wife, y'all. That's my wife, y'all. That's my queen, so I can't do nothing without her. Okay, the next person that's coming up, this guy right here, he is the Associate Director of Bay Area Entertainment Association. He was crowned the best dressed in San Francisco by the former mayor, Willie Byrne. After I get my friend tonight. He said the smiling gave up the crown, then they gave it to my good friend. He's been clean, y'all, 24 years. I want to introduce the son and present to others, International Red, y'all. Robert Boyd Jr. Come on, Red. Red's family has been instrumental, y'all. Y'all don't know this, but Red's family has been instrumental. He's a native of San Francisco. His father opened one of the first clubs in San Francisco in the Fillmore. And then he also had a cleaners. His father was one of the first entrepreneurs in the Fillmore. So I definitely got a lot of respect for my good friend, International Red.
I'd like to say that it's a pleasure to see all these people here today, and I'm really proud to be here and represent the Bay Area Entertainment Association. And I'd like to say that sobriety is very, very important. Because I've had 10 years before I had the 24 years. I lost the 10 years by not being connected with what got me started being clean. A&A is what got me clean. My cousin take recognition when I was in my disease. And you're always in your disease, you're not actively in it. It's always going to be there in you. And I had the 10 years that I had. And how I lost it, my mother was sick, and I didn't realize that I was going to take it as hard as I did. And I was still in the game, out there running with the fast people and everything. I went to the alcohol. Next thing I know, I took a drink. I said, okay, I'm going to be all right. Wouldn't drink, you understand? And I took some cocaine, and next thing I know, you understand me? I was back in the street. I didn't remember nothing after that. 6 months later, I lost a house. I lost 5 cars. I lost big jewelry. I was in front of a liquor store, you understand me? Dirty and tore up. When I realized it was 6 months, I forgot I was in a blackout. When I realized where I was at and what I was doing, people were talking about me. That's weird. Look at him, look at him, look at him. I went and got help. I said I had to go get some help. My cousin helped me. She said he was very good. She helped me. She helped me get some rice. When I got back, I went to AAMA every day for 90 days. 90 days straight, I had to get support. You have to build up ammunition to deal with these people out here with the disease. You have to build it up. You can't go out there, you understand me? And you can go out there and do it on your own. You have to have a support group. If you have a support group, you are not going to make it alone because you have to build ammunition. You have to do it one day at a time. Don't try to take off too much. Do it simple. Simply do it simply. Easy. Easy does it. When they tell you easy does it, that's what they mean. Easy does it. Don't put remember to make God first and make your sobriety club chief first. Second. They did all those things they would do. You don't worry about the money. Money will take care of itself. You concentrate on being clean. If you make clean a priority, everything else will come its way. But make sure you have a support group. My support group is NANAA. I went every day, you understand, because I had to talk about the urges, the temptations, and all this. And somebody grabbed me and said, man, you don't need that. Come back tomorrow. Keep coming back. I kept going back, and you know what? I got 24 years clean nonstop. What I mean by that is, without a break, like a Bill said, without a break, I did it straight. 24. And you know what? This is an ongoing disease. This never stops. Recovery is a lifetime thing. You're in recovery for life if you're serious about this recovery. It's not a temporary situation. It's your life if you're an addict of alcohol. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Give it up for the Bay Area Entertainment Associate Director, International Red, y'all, Robert Boyd Jr. That's right, y'all. Everybody can recover. Now, this next person that's coming up, she goes into different hospitals and institutions. She's a motivational speaker. She got more energy. I look at her and she's like a sister to me. Every time I hear her speak, I just get, encouraged more and more. She has more energy when it comes to speaking than pretty much anybody I know. And I want to introduce y'all my good friend, motivational speaker, hospitals and institutions, Chair. Come on, Kim. Come and give it to us. Hey, y'all need to pay attention to that because she got a hell of a story, y'all. Come on, Kim. All right, y'all. Kimberly Villegas, y'all. Put your hands together for Kim. She doing a lot of work in the recovery community.
Thank you, Richard, for that introduction. You know, I don't know if I can live up to that, but what I do know is that this program, recovery, and the situation that I had gotten myself into literally saved my life. Like, you know, you start off in your life and you want to be somebody, right? And you have high hopes for yourself, and I got caught up in a lot of different situations that took me to many places and to harm many people and do a lot of nefarious things. And what ended up happening for me is that I took it all the way to the bottom. You know, like there's a portion in our literature that talks about your bottom is when you stop digging. You know, and some people, you know, we feel like because maybe I just drank a little bit, or everybody didn't know that I used or that I drank, or I was in the closet, or I was a teetotaler, or what have you. You know, that can't be a bottom, and that maybe that I'm not really have a problem. Like this disease of addiction, it touches all areas. You know, it doesn't necessarily mean, you know, that if you shot dope, if you smoked it, if you drank, if you used, if you committed crimes, whatever degradation or dereliction that the disease of addiction took you to, that there is a way out. The way out is through the recovery process. You know, like it turns preachers into teachers. You know, it teaches us how to turn boys into men. It teaches women how to stand up and be who they were rightfully put on this life to be. You know, I came out to Sallyport not long ago in 2009. If anybody ever been in the Sallyport, they know what that's all about. You know, and it felt like my life was completely over. Like I had a vision. I had a life. But drugs and alcohol came and they deterred that path. They took me through dereliction and degradation and turned me into somebody that I didn't even recognize. That my mom would introduce me as her niece because she was ashamed of me. I'm talking about intentional and unintentional shame. Things that have happened to all of us that have brought us to a place that we didn't think we could come out of. But I'm here to tell you that there is another way. You know, there's another way where people around here, we care about each other. I'm talking about the love that you get. I'm talking about we understand that sometimes we ain't at our best. And we gotta reach out. We don't reach down to talk about our hurt folks, but we reach down to pick up people up. We lift you up. We lift you up into the recovery process. We show you. You know, we take the newcomer. It don't matter if it's harm reduction as well. And I believe in abstinence, and that's for sure. But what I know is that we gotta get there. You got a way to get out of through. And if you gotta come in through harm reduction, we have to reduce the harm, then that's what we need to do. And then we want you to continue to come back. And hopefully you can come back clean. You know, like this is my passion. Working in the community, I work in the Tenderloin and Southwood Market. You know, I work for this amazing company that helps folks that are formerly homeless, that they go out and get them out of the trenches, out of the tents, and bring them into a new way to live. We're showing them how to live indoors. We're showing them how to live this life. The message is hopefully the promise is freedom. Freedom from active addiction. And it can happen for any one of us. Don't ever think that it's over for you. I'm living proof that we do recover. Women do recover. The women out there, whatever you've done, wherever you've been, whatever is happening in your life, that there is a way out. You can stand up and you can be viable and self-supporting through your own contribution. You no longer have to be that person that you think you are in your head. To hear that tells you that you're inadequate, or that you're not good enough, or that once an addict, always an addict. Know that lie is there. We smashed that. So I just want you to know, like, I go into all of the hospitals and institutions. I'm the HI chair in San Francisco, and I love it. I love getting down and dirty because that's where I came from. Like somebody brought me up, and I got to reach out and bring others up. And I'm just so grateful for the program. help you. And all of a sudden it gets inside our heads and we learn that it all makes sense. It makes sense. It makes sense to stay clean, crispy clean, in your heart, your mind, your body, and your soul. So I'm hoping that I have said something to let you know that when you walk past that person in a tent, or you see this person doing not as well as you think they should be, please be in a place of non-judgment. And whatever we can do to show each other that we can make it together, because together is how we do this. Each one teach one. That's all I got.
Thank you, y'all. Y'all see what I'm saying? Her energy is second to none. I love Kim. All right, y'all. This next person, you know, when I heard his story, you know, I met him at the Reentry Council. I heard his story. I want to call up, where is he at? Ernest. Ernest Kirkwood. Ernest, where you at, Ernest? Is he still here? Where Ernest at? Oh, there he is. There he is.
Good afternoon, everybody. Kim said that's all she got. That was more than enough, okay? That was more than enough. This morning when I got up, it dawned on me that today was Friday the 13th. I'm not superstitious, but I said, oh, man. Wow. I wonder what the day's going to bring, right? And so I rolled out. And everyone here can attest to the fact that we have made Friday the 13th a very memorable day. Can I get a hand on that? Thank you. I want to thank Richard and Men in Motion for giving me the opportunity to come up and share a couple of events that's happening in the community. One is the annual Reentry Conference and Resource Fair. It's in its 8th year. It is held at the top of the hill over Garriott at St. Mary's. There will be, breakfast will be served as well as lunch. I'm going to pass out flyers when I get off the mic. I'm going to pass out flyers. I greatly appreciate it. If you would take and read them and take them back to the community. It is open, it is free. If you are an individual that needs more information or more resources, this is the place to come. If you are in an organization and you want to put the word out of what you're doing and get it out in the community, this is the place to do it. The tables are free. All you have to do is register for them and they will be provided. The second thing that is available that's coming up is the 5th annual community dinner. This here is something that I have been personally involved in for the last 5 years. I was chairing one of the subcommittees of the Reentry Council, and Julio Escobar from the Archdiocese of San Francisco asked to come and meet with us. He had a question for us. So we said, okay, cool. So he came and he says, you know what, I'm interested in getting some kind of feedback on what it is we can do in the community to show that we genuinely care. We genuinely care. So we talked about it, and at first came up and said, you know what, let's have a community dinner, right, for our families of men and women incarcerated. That's where it started. Then it says, okay, the dinner sounds good, but let's have it for the families of men and women incarcerated as well as previously incarcerated. So we said, okay, let's just have a community dinner. So the community dinner is in its 5th year, and we have a great turnout. We have great food, entertainment, face painting from kids, free colored photos, cash prizes in the raffle, and it's a really, really, really good thing. And you know, in conjunction with this dinner, I want to share something that's very dear to me. The first year that we tried to do this dinner, we couldn't get the funds.
And so reached out to a couple of people, asking for their support, their financial support. And we had one individual who said, okay, Ernest, that is really a great idea. I'll see what I can do. I said, okay, thank you. And she came through. She came through big time. And every year that this dinner has been held, she has came through. I saw her today. I hadn't seen her in a while. And I told her, I said, well, we're back at it again. You know, October 7th is scheduled for our community dinner. And we are really hurt. And she says, oh, really? Well, we have to do something about that. And so I said, okay. So we talked. And you know what? It was all good until the Friday the 13th struck. And she told me she was leaving. She was retiring the 1st of September. And that person that I have a tremendous amount of love and respect for what she is and for what she do. She do what comes out of her mouth. And that is Chief Fletcher. Let's hear it for Chief Fletcher on her way out. That being said, I want to thank everybody for your attention. I'm going to pass out these flyers, and you take them with you, and God bless. Thank you.
All right, y'all, give it up, Ernest Kirkwood, y'all. Came a long, long ways, man. Good friend, doing a lot of work with reentry. Okay, the next person I want to call up, this man, he came a long ways in just a few years. This man, he told me, Richard, I got over 5,000 followers. I said, well, send it over here. Send the followers over here, because we need as many people to come and hear about recovery as possible. And so I want to call him up here now to share some of his experience, strength, and hope. Come on, Tom. I hope some of those followers out there is listening. All right, y'all. Tom, put your hands together for Tom, y'all. Oh, watch out. Okay. See how much power Tom got? Wow. It's not easy. Big wins, y'all. Big wins. Put back on the stage. It can go. Maybe we should have to be surprised today. No, all right, here you go, Tom.
Good afternoon. My name is Tom Wolf. I'm a formerly homeless, grateful recovering heroin and fentanyl addict. 3.5 years ago, I was sleeping on a piece of cardboard in a doorway on Golden Gate and Hyde, deeply addicted to heroin, and was being introduced to illicit fentanyl, which was hitting the street right at that time. Over the course of about 3 months in 2018, I got arrested 6 different times for doing stuff out there that I shouldn't have been doing in my addiction. I had chosen drugs over my family, and that's what addiction does to you. It infects your survival instincts, and it gets into your head, and it becomes the most important thing in the world to you. So you start choosing that over the other things that are really important in your life. I got clean the old-fashioned way. I went through the Salvation Army ARC after spending a couple of months in jail. It was a 6-month inpatient program. It was completely free, and they introduced me to recovery. One of the things I learned in recovery, along with the steps, is the 12th step, to carry this message to other people that are struggling with addiction or alcoholism. And so I try to do that now as an advocate for recovery here in San Francisco and now across the state of California, where I try to bring the message of treatment, recovery, and how you can turn your life around by giving yourself a chance to get yourself healthy. It's hard for you to get clean for your family or for your kids. You've got to get clean for you so that then you can turn around and be a better human being, a better man, a better woman, a better mother, and a better father. So I encourage all of you, I'm grateful for all of you being out here today that support recovery, that support drug treatment. People can get clean in San Francisco, believe it or not. It's really hard right now though. So we need to talk about lowering barriers to drug treatment We need to talk about real treatment on demand to get people off the street and into a place that can help them. Because right now there's a drug out there on the street called illicit fentanyl, and it's killing San Franciscans by the hundreds and thousands across the state. It's like no drug that has ever hit the streets before. It has completely changed the game, and you need to start talking about a variety of different ways that we can attack that crisis and save lives on the streets. So again, I want to thank you all for being here. I thank Chief Fletcher. I want to thank Steve Adami, the Adult Probation Department, Positive Directions, everyone who's taking the time to be out here to put our resources and services out here.
Hey, we got that
We're
substance
doing a
use
good thing. We need more of this in San Francisco. We need more outlets in San Francisco. We need to promote recovery in San Francisco and across the state.
Cedric here, Scott. I don't give a
Thank you all so much.
Yeah. How are you?
Thank you, Tom. And I want to call this guy up. He getting ready to try to get up out of here, but I want him to say a few words before he leaves, because he's been an instrumental in the community for so many years. He's a good friend of mine. Everybody talked about him earlier. And don't try to get out of here, Craig. You know I'm talking about you. Me and his daughter used to work together. You know what I'm saying? And just, he's been instrumental. Positive direction equals change, y'all. Positive directions equal change. Come on over here. Come on over here, Craig. You ain't gotta get over here. I got a wireless mic for him. Here you go, Craig.
I just thought I would come out and support this event. It's always good and important to see something like Recovery Day in Odecker Park. I don't care if they have fenced it on. Everybody that's been around know what this park was and know what this park did to people. So this is a milestone. And we should keep doing this every year. Because this is important for people to see this. Especially those out there struggling and laying on the sidewalk and they see this going down. And it's important for them to know that there is some get back if you want it. And so thank you guys for having this. I appreciate it. And I'm out of here.
Craig Johnson, y'all, Positive Direction Equal Change, man. And he worked for DPH, just retired. He been on the battlefield a long time, 3 decades, y'all. 3 decades. Give it up again for Craig, y'all. Give it up again for Craig. All right. And so now, y'all, we got a guy that's coming out. This guy right here, he was on the wall of change, you know, for Adult Probation Department, for being successful. He shot a video at the Drake in the community room. You know, I want to present the son and introduce the others, y'all. Calvin Robinson. Give it up for Calvin, y'all.
How's everybody doing? How y'all doing tonight? My name is Calvin. I want to thank Richard Bill, the probation department. I'm in sobriety. I got 2.5 years clean and sober. If it wasn't for probation, you know what I mean? I just thank God. My mom is here today. She got to see me clean and sober. You know what I mean? She seen me struggle. She seen how far I came. You know what I mean? And it's like, it's really big for me. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna be performing for y'all. I'm a little nervous. I tell my sobriety through my music. You know, I like to motivate everybody, let them know that sobriety is everything to me. So this is one of my songs called Fighting Demons. Also, I got some Super Duper Sober clothing. This is my clothing line right here. Recovery is about progression, not perfection. So holla at me if y'all want some. All right, y'all ready? Y'all ready? This song called Fighting Demons.
Excuse me.
crazy. I've been fighting demons lately. Ever since I got sober, devil trying to come and take over. It's been driving me crazy. I've been fighting demons lately. First off, R.I.P. to the old me. I thank God for everything that he showed me. Still remember days I was lonely. All that fake love, it was phony. The devil, he want me, but he couldn't help me. I was prayed up. The nights I was hungry, sleeping on those streets, I almost gave up. Ever since I got sober, devil trying to come and take over. It's been driving me crazy. I've been fighting demons lately. Ever since I got sober, devil trying to come and take over. It's been driving me crazy. I've been fighting demons lately. This goes out to my soldiers. Every day staying clean, staying sober. Hey, I know it ain't easy. We good, believe me. This goes out to my soldiers. Every day staying clean, staying sober. I know it ain't easy. We good, believe me. Ever since I got sober, devil trying to come and take over. It's been driving me crazy. I've been fighting demons lately. Ever since I got sober, devil trying to come and take over. It's been driving me crazy. I've been fighting demons lately.
Fighting demons, man. You know what I mean?
I've been fighting demons lately. Ever since I got sober, it's been driving me crazy.
Yes. That's my fighting demons, man. Thank y'all. My next one is my Changes right here. Album out right now, Calvin Changes. Yeah.
It's like knocks me down, I get stronger. They can't stop me now, my money getting longer. Hard life had to face it, long nights trying to make it. My past can't erase it, so now I'm going through changes. Nothing can't stop me now, nothing can't stop me now. Nothing can't stop me now. So now I'm going through changes. I done been through ups and downs. Almost gave up, but I'm still around. Gotta stay strong for my family. I only keep my day ones around me. Gotta thank God that he found me. I was telling lows to the nasty. Who really love and care for me, cry for me. I'ma show you real love. Ain't gonna lie, I'm still trying to heal love. All that pain and hate that it built up. I had to end up, face life. I had to change up and do right. No more handouts, I'm on my own life. Came a long way from the long nights. I done made major changes. Just a young man trying to make it. If life knocks me down, I get stronger. Nothing can't stop me now. My money getting longer. Hard life had to face it. Long nights trying to make it. My past can't erase it. So now I'm going through changes. Nothing can't stop me now. Nothing can't stop me now. Nothing can't stop me now. So now I'm going through changes.
Appreciate y'all. I love y'all, man. Recovery Day, let's do it, man. Yes. I'm on all digital platforms, man. Calvin Changes, Calvin the Prince of Orange Bay. Appreciate y'all.
Give it up to Calvin, y'all. Calvin Robinson. Did an excellent job. That young man right there got talent. Yeah. And that's what Bay Area Entertainment Association is about too. We build the bridge between the youth and the elders through music and culture. That's what Bay Area Entertainment is about. We support the youth, we support the elders, and we want to continue to have them working together, building that bridge, because that bridge was broken. because of drugs. Some of that bridge was broken down, but we rebuilding the bridge through music and culture. Big shout out once again to Adult Probation Department. Big shout out to NCLF, New Community Leadership Foundation, Jabari. All right, y'all, we're gonna have Jabari come up and just say a little something about New Community Leadership Foundation, because y'all don't know about the phenomenal work that this man and Majid and everybody do for this community. So I just want to give Jabari, give Jamil a chance to come up and say something about New Community Leadership Foundation. Come on, Jamil.
Right on, dollar bill. Let y'all know what is real. I was like, who's Jabari? We didn't even find Jabari. But it's Jamil. Where's Majid the Magi Crawford at? Jada Curry. I think, you know, Majid is a guy of all hats. That's what this work is about. Doing the little things. There you go, come on. The man in the green. Come on over, team. We got to make things seem more than what they seem and bigger than the dream. Deeper than they plots and schemes. Derek Taliban. Our organization is called the New Community Leadership Foundation. And we didn't come together on a grant, y'all. We came together wanting to do something cool for community. Community is legacy. This work is legacy. You know, my mama started out on these streets, feeding the homeless. That's why Positive Directions is like a family to me. I've seen a lot of young people all my life. You know, I almost had an emotional breakdown because I started thinking about Naeem. Right? That was another brother, a part of Positive Directions. A Black Panther, a revolutionary, and a community advocate. That's what we got here on these streets. The things that made you a monster is also your strength. Look around us. We got, don't mind me, y'all. We got Christians, Muslims, Rastafarians, other type of religions, all down here. We got to bring all of that together. We got diverse cultures. And we got artists, right? This is about community engagement. And it's also about ministry. That's what I learned from my experience growing up with my mama and people like Naeem. And that's what I learned from working with our team, right? And I'm not here to promote one religion. I'm here to minister to our people. Hit them in the heart again, hit them in the soul again. So, I don't want to talk too long, but, you know, those that's working in community advocacy, we're not too far from being the client. We were the client. Can return back to being the client. So it's all one community, one stream, right? Some of the clients are some of our best advocacy, even though they're dealing with their addictions and their problems, they're still part of the network, right? So it's all a network. And, you know, we can't necessarily get rid of the problem, but we're here to be that counterbalance to the problem, that alternative to the problem, right? So we got to pass torches, man. Some of the things that worked in the past, the reason they don't last, because when the torch is out there, there's nobody to grab, right? So we got to pass it generation to generation, right? Because change is the only constant in life. With that, man, I want to pass it to, and here my man giving me notes. Hey, I love this. I got it. Hey, everybody needs a Majid on their team. You know what he's like? He's like a mechanic for a community. So it's like having a next door neighbor that's a mechanic, right? Veterans, right? Building machines. But next I'm gonna pass it to a historian. All of y'all historians. Pass it to a historian, one of my mentors, Derek Taliban. And Dollar Bill said it's about the elders, the youth, and the young adults. The elders are the historians that can teach us the lessons to keep it going. Without further ado, Mr. Derek Taliban.
Yeah, you fine.
just want to say again, I want to thank everybody that's here. Everybody should pay.
Hooked up, and everything else.
Please say that I'm part of the San Francisco Black Leadership Academy. And Black leadership is nothing without you. Without the people that come behind us, we want to be behind them. And so part of what I want to let everyone know is that we now have a San Francisco Black Leadership Academy that is dedicated to helping uplift our youth, our adolescents, our adults, our citizens and loved ones who have gone through or are going through recovery. We're there for you. So we have a number of leadership traits and qualities that you all already possess. All we do is make sure that you don't forget them and you put your best foot forward whenever you're out in the public, whenever you're with your family, whenever you're with your loved ones. You need that support, and we're here to support you. So again, on behalf of the San Francisco Black Leadership Academy, we're going to be helping people get jobs. We're going to be taking $10,000 certification programs and bring it down to $100 for our community, because we don't need to be ripped off any longer. Thank you.
Hey, give it up for Dylan Taliban! All right, y'all. NCLF. Big shout out to Mega Black, SF Block, everybody that's doing work in the community at this time. And then we got Sugar T with us. Y'all see, I see Sugar T over there, y'all. Give it up for Sugar T. Y'all know Sugar T. She's Sprinkleby School of Music, Dr. Sugar T. Stevens. She's an entrepreneur, legendary hip hop artist, first lady of the clique. All right, but now we got a friend of mine right here. All right. So I'm gonna turn it over right now to MacArthur. He's gonna say a couple words.
All right, everybody. How we doing? Ain't this a great day? We're talking about recovery. Ain't this a great day for recovery? Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Me personally, I got 32 years. Delancey Street graduated, very proud. One of the founding members of Positive Direction. And them brothers has been a great, great help in the community. I remember when I was in Delancey Street, out of my mind. President of Positive Direction was my mentor. And they was all talking about, oh, no, he got to get out of here. He got to get out of here. That man crazy. I came in from the penitentiary, and they was talking about, you want to go to Delancey Street or you want to finish this 8 years? And I said, well, Delancey Street sounds a little bit better than 8 years to me. They said, we're going to let you go to Delancey Street, but if you mess up, we got 8 years waiting for you. So I said, okay, I'm going to Delancey Street. And I thought I was going to get into Delancey Street and do like I did with most of the other programs I had been in all over the Bay Area. I was trying to be slick, slide up under, slither up under rocks, and get away with this and get away with that. Because I had been doing that for years, from program to program to program. And when I got to Delancey Street, boy, that was a real awakening. Wasn't no being slick in Delancey, because nothing but convicts, drug addicts, I should say prostitutes, all veterans of the street, and they knew every trick in the book. And I tried trick after trick after trick. And I went on a work program with the work program. And I'm saying to myself, dang, I'm kind of messing up, but my mind wasn't right. So in Delancey Street, they changed your way of thinking. So finally, after them razor sharp tongued males and females got through with me in them groups and games. And and they was just on the verge of putting me out of there. Craig Johnson, for y'all that know Craig, raise your hand, said, y'all back up. I got this cat. He said, back up, everybody back up. They were trying to get to Mimi Silver to get me out of there. And he said, everybody back up. Craig took me under his wing. And I mean, he changed my way of thinking, and he made me like it. And what you see today is from Delancey Street in positive direction. Today, I'm so blessed. I mean, I'm really, really blessed because I changed my way of thinking, and I wasn't a bad guy. I just been out in the streets for years on drugs, you know? And so it incorporated that stinking thinking. But when I got through with Delancey Street, I was back trying to be a normal citizen and work my program. And from there, the things I learned at Delancey Street, I took to the streets, made me a plan. I learned how to drive buses, I learned how to drive vans, and I started my own transportation company from Delancey Street. And I'm not gonna be long, but from there, I started my own transportation company, and I have traveled the country with every R&B entertainer you can name. And from that point, I started booking concerts, booking artists, and the rest is basically history. I became a Positive Direction member, and the rest is history. So I'd just like to say, in closing, that recovery works if you work it. And don't think for 1 minute that drugs is the end, because I remember there was a time when I used to tell myself with this thinking, stinking thinking, that if I couldn't get high, I didn't want to live. I was that bad. If I couldn't get high, I didn't want to live. But let me tell you, there's another way of living, and that's clean and sober. And I'd like to thank everybody that's out here today for being a part of this. I'm truly blessed to stand here right now and say that God has really blessed me in my recovery. Even during the pandemic, I was still doing okay. So work your recovery, because it will work for you. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, MacArthur. And now we're going to have San Francisco District Attorney is here, so I'm going to call him up to say a few words. Come on up, District Attorney Bodine. Come on up and say a few words to us today. It's good to see you. Put your hands together for him, y'all. He got a hard job, but man, doing a good job with it.
Thank you. How's everybody doing today? I see some really, really beautiful suits. Really beautiful suits. People aren't getting hot in suits today? I want to thank Adult Probation, Chief Fletcher, all of her staff for bringing us together, for the work that they do every day, helping folks in recovery, helping folks put one foot in front of the other as they rebuild and work towards a better life. I also want to acknowledge the community organizations, the community leaders that have come out today. Special thanks to the staff from the San Francisco District Attorney's Victim Services Unit that are here with us today. Folks who do work, hard work, supporting people who have been harmed by crime, helping them recover, helping them deal with trauma, helping them get restitution, helping them get reimbursements for losses and medical expenses. I want to just acknowledge that we are right now in San Francisco's most diverse neighborhood. We're in San Francisco's neighborhood that has the most immigrants and the most school-aged children. And we're also in the neighborhood in San Francisco with the most crime, with the most drug overdoses, with the most challenges. We cannot solve these problems alone. Not probation, not community-based organization, not our religious leadership, not the district attorney's office, not the police department. None of us can do it alone. And these sorts of events where we come together with courage, with compassion, with creativity, are how we navigate a crisis, and are how we build a city that we are proud to live in, proud to call home, and that represents all of our values as San Franciscans. Thank you, and a special thank you to all the folks in recovery, Tom Wolf, others who shared their difficult journeys and who are using their life experience to help inspire others
to live a better life. Thank you. Give it up for District Attorney Bodine, y'all. You're doing a great job with in a difficult position in San Francisco. But guess what? Everything is getting better, y'all, because we got some new recovery resources. You know, congratulations again for the new program that's opening up. At this time, I want to ask, there's some more people that from Mid-Emotion that came. Mid-Emotion is still here in the house, and they're the originators of Recovery Day. I just want to say, give it up again for Mid-Emotion. Give it up again for Mid-Emotion. Ronell, Tony Big Tone is here. Just got here, Larry Griffin, Ronell Ellis, all of those guys are crucial when it comes to connecting people to recovery in the San Francisco community. All right, y'all. So I want to at this time let Daniel Seastrunk come and just say a few words about Bay Area Entertainment Association and what they're doing as far as connecting the people in recovery and people in youth and the elders to the San Francisco community.
No. How's everybody doing? Y'all having a good time out here? Yeah, my name is Donald Seastrunk. I'm the executive director of Bay Area Entertainment. And what we want to do, our goal is to bring the elders and the youth together. You know, it's been a gap for a long time, you guys. You know, we gotta step forward and we gotta take action to bring that gap closer together. And that's what Bay Area Entertainment is all about. You know, and recovery, you know, I've been in recovery for over 27 years. Yes, but I also sing with the Seastrunk brothers. You know, we've been singing for a long time. But life has been good to us, you know. And I want everybody to understand, you know, it takes a village to really get to everybody's ear. You know what I'm saying? Because it took a village to get to mine. You know, and I'm very proud to be here today, you know, and be a part of this organization because we're going to do bigger things and better things, you know, for our community. Yes, indeed. Yes. All right. I'm going to get y'all with me. Come on. Turn your attention. Give me a little. We're going to rock steady with this thing, y'all. Come on. We're going to say recovery. Recovery. Come on, baby. I looked at you. You stole my heart. You were all that I anticipated. I should have known it was in your eyes that I knew that you were tired of waiting. You paid me so much, but I've been kidding. It never seemed to be the right time. I started to give up. Tired of living. It didn't change your mind. It really did you up. This is how you do recovery. Steady rocking all night long. And we need to run. Steady rocking to the break of dawn. She is steady, steady rocking all night long. Steady rocking to the break of dawn. Check it out. She looked at me. To my surprise, that I knew that was complicated. I should have known it was in her eyes that I knew that she was tired of waiting. She wanted me so much, but I didn't get it. It never seemed to be sunshine. I started to give up. Down to the limit.
But I'm a member of the group on Facebook. Facebook. Y'all gonna post it? Yeah. It's actually streaming right now. Good. But we'll be able to go back to it too, right? Yeah, because what's his name? The youngster from Fillmore. That's part of the. He the one that invited me to the group. Oh, nice. Yeah, so
that guy who's executive director, he's here.
Okay. talking about the one with the hat? Yeah, I talked to him already. He gave me the thing so we can kind of come on the show and
Recovery Day.
I'm trying to think of what's
Hallelujah, somebody.
what's his name? Swab or something?
Yeah. And then put tell somebody next to you. Come on.
You know the group
Say
Real Talk?
Rock
You know
steady,
the
baby.
one that
Rock steady, baby. Rock steady, baby. Come on.
I know, but he got a nickname
Rock
like
steady, baby.
Swab or Swab or something like that.
Rock steady, baby. Rock steady.
So he invited me to the drop in on there for about a year.
Rock steady.
So I'll get my dude and we'll get on there.
Yes, please.
Thank you so much.
Come on.
Thank you.
Steady. I'll be looking for you, boy. Yes. Take that medicine. Come on. You wanted me so much, but I didn't get it. It never seemed to be the right time. I started to give up. Down to the limit. And then she changed her mind. And we get to run. Steady. Steady, rocking on. All day long. Steady. Rocking into the break of dawn. Everybody run. Steady. Steady, rocking on. All day long. Ooh. Steady. Rocking to the break. Rocking to the break of dawn.
Alright?
Steady.
Oh, I thought you were somebody. I'm sorry. My bad. I'm sorry.
Go steady ride. All night long. Steady ride. Go steady ride. Rock against the break of dawn. Thank you so much. We love y'all. Very entertainment. Give it up for Donald Seastruck, y'all. Donald Seastruck, Executive Director, Barry Entertainment Association. We've been singing with the Seastruck Brothers, y'all, for over 40 years. Being in San Francisco. All right. At this time, y'all, I'm going to call this lady is phenomenal. She's an entrepreneur. She's the first lady of the clique. Educated. Entrepreneur. She's an activist for women and women's rights in the community. I want to introduce to some and present to others, Dr. Sugar T. Stevens. Put your hands together, y'all. Sugar T. Oh, you know what? I think that I'm gonna let a professional have a mic and do a real MC introduction from the phenomenal Mr. MacArthur.
All right, how y'all enjoyed that? Seastruck Brothers. I'm gonna take pop my little collar. I happen to be the manager of the Seastruck Brothers, and we getting ready to go to Europe. I want y'all to pray for us, and we don't get caught up in something over there in Europe. We're gonna take it to another level. But at this time, I want to be the one that has the honor to introduce a legend to y'all. I need to know if you're enjoying yourself so far. Come on, make some noise if you're enjoying yourself so far. Well, I want to bring a legend to the stage. This lady is an icon. The first lady of the legendary family group, The Clique. A mother to many and a grandmother of 6. She is a social entrepreneur and the founder of Sprinkle Me Social Empire International Icon, who works as a life enterprise, wellness, and transformation coach. In other words, she got a school. She's gonna teach you something as we get involved. Recently, she wrote a book and is an executive director of the Work It Well project Sprinkle Me Learning Academy serving communities. That means if you got somebody in the community that want to learn something about this music industry, you need to come talk to T. That's what I'm talking about. She's organizing businesses in all population, empowering women.
Let's dance through here. Support both sides of the conversation in the community from Recovery Day. Say something to the people. We out here, community support, uplifting us. That's what it's all about, man. We about to get ready to end this live. We've been out here for 2 hours going long and strong. And, after Sugar Tea, we're going to shut it down. So thank y'all for joining in, both sides of the conversation. We out here in our community, man. We got to do the work. You got to be a part of community. Recovery Day is a very important day for all of the people that's been through it, coming out of it, and giving back. That's what it's all about. So we're here to support and uplift that, man. We'll see y'all soon. After Sugar Tea, we're going to end this.
Conversation. Hopefully that can encourage you in this next part of your steps. You see, I was introduced, and I've been doing a whole bunch. I don't recommend music. I have a brief story. There was a song really quick that my grandfather used to sing. He's a founder of the Unity Church of God in Christ, the late Elder Thurman, Charles Thurman, and Yearly Thurman. He used to sing a song called Shine On. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Anybody know that song? Y'all sing it with me real quick. Let's put some energy in the atmosphere. Come on. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Beautiful. Good job, you guys. How many of y'all know how important it is the power of unity? Right? Especially unity from those who are chosen to walk in purpose, prosperity, peace, and love. And you know that that's who we are, right? When you know who you are, the shine is different, right? Through the years, my grandfather first, he used to sing that song, but I didn't know how important it was. It was about shining, right? He knew that it was going to be people that were going to try to put our lights out. So he automatically sold that in our spirits, being young, about letting our light shine. That seed was very valuable, it was very important, and I never thought that I would be able to have to use it through the years in the same way, because that wasn't told. But it was sold. Isn't that a blessing? So it's about sowing seed. He sowed a great seed because I didn't really understand that I was going to need to hold on to that. And that all through the years, that it was going to be someone that was going to come to try to put my lights out. And then I found out that there was an invisible thing. There was an invisible thing, a monster is what I call it, that was trying to put my lights out too. And then I realized it wasn't just about me, that it was trying to put all of our lights out. And there was this walk through the years that we all have had. We've seen the good, the bad, and the ugly, right? So therefore, in that walk, there were lessons that came out of it. And then out of the lessons were blessings, most of us. And some people didn't make it. So when it broke down to it, I realized that there was something different about the new shine. Somebody say the new shine. There's a new shine. And this new shine is a totally different shine from what my grandfather was talking about. You know what I mean? The old shine was about peace together, love, sharing, family, unity. You know what I'm saying? Good health, representing with Black pride and dignity, community pride, right? And increasing involvement of opportunities for one another, networking, representing who we are in our kingdom and our queendom. Not this
getting to a point, I'm going to be really short and brief. I say this to say because I know a lot of us, whether we are recovering, we're all recovering first of all from COVID. So y'all, somebody say, thank God we're still here. Thank God we're still here. Because they're trying to kill us. Okay? So praise God for the good shine and that invisible good spirit that lurks the earth to protect all of us that are still here today, to be able to wear our masks, to be able to see one another, and hopefully people can learn from this and understand how important it is for us to shine together. Somebody say shine together. In the new, not the new shine, but shine together in the old shine. So somebody say shine together in the old shine with me. All right, so this old shine is a monster. It's kind of embarrassing, actually. In the old shine, all you see is booties everywhere. Booty, 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 booty everywhere. That was the new shine, excuse me. The new shine, you see booty. The new shine, everybody want to get hot. The new shine, everybody want to be cool. The new shine, everybody want to be a rapper. The new shine, everybody want to be famous. The new shine, everybody selfish. The new shine, don't nobody got no boundaries. The new shine, don't nobody care. They just talk about money. All they want is money. You know what I mean? Money, power, and control for the wrong reasons of shining there. My grandfather was a humanitarian. You know what I mean? He owned the church and he also had a rehabilitation center. He would have got people like all of us out of the jailhouse, out of the hospital. He prayed the demons out of them. And he loved on them. It was not judgmental about it. And he loved all people. And he was a pistol carrying preacher. But he only carried the pistol only if somebody came to mess with him or his family. Today, people want to kill people for no reason. You have a fight, you can't even knuckle up no more. You know what I mean? Somebody getting a fight on social media, and then they want to go hurt somebody and get embarrassed. This new shine is a monster. This is the new shine where Big Mama done got tired. She ain't even teaching no more. This is the new shine where everybody can say, oh, but they got money, that's why they doing it. It's okay, because everybody got money, it makes money. That's the new shine, and I am not comfortable with it. That's where the invisible monster has crept up on us today. This invisible monster is real. It is to take us out. And if we don't wake up as a people and work in the new shine, the old shine, and get rid of this new shine and go back to the basics, go back to where we love one another, go back to where we push one another, go back to we are servants. I am a servant. Although I'm famous, I'm an icon. I love all of that. 36 years, 20 albums, working on the 21st album, 5 group albums, gold platinums, traveled the earth. You know, got a whole bunch of degrees, certifications. I have 6 grandkids. My grandkids are almost teenagers. I'm very blessed to be here today, and I don't take that for granted. You know what I'm saying? So my point in saying this is, I'm disappointed in the new shine. And I'm encouraging all of us to continue with the old shine. Because this is the time we need Big Mama to stand up. Somebody say Big Mama stand up. Somebody say Big Daddy stand up. And by the way, you guys can all follow me on Sugar T official Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. And the thing about the Big Mama show, I have a show, it's called the Sugar T Show. What Big Mama would have told you. Okay, because somebody got to tell these people something. They got to take their switch out. Ain't nobody got no boundaries. Don't nobody tell the truth no more. Somebody say the truth shall set you free. And I have sat back here and watched this, and I'm sick of it. So Big Mama has spoken. And I encourage you all to stand up in your space, shine on. Don't let nobody take your light out. And understand what shine you're shining in. That invisible monster that does not take